Hey everyone, James Labrie from Dream Theater, and you're listening to or watching the podcast Talking into Infinity with JT and Brian. Enjoy this. These guys are extremely informative. I love their dialogue. I love their interpretation of the songs, who and what we are, what we were going after. They're very accurate in their interpretations and descriptions, and I just think this is a great show, and these guys are doing a stand-up stellar job. So once again, enjoy Talking into Infinity with JT and Brian.
What's up, guys? John here. A little bit of bonus content for you. As you can tell, my voice is absolutely shot. And whoever you are watching on YouTube, man, thank you very much. It is 1:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whoever you are watching on YouTube, throw me a comment in the chat there because I really appreciate you tuning into this, man. That's awesome. But yeah, a little bit of bonus content for you guys here. Obviously, I look like shit. Look like I got the hell beat out of me a little bit. That's because I just got back from seeing Pantera in Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. It's I'd say about an hour and 50 minutes from where I live here in Wadsworth, Ohio. Second YouTube viewer, thank you very much. Oh, JG, man, what is up, dude? JG, what's up, man? Great to see you, dude. JG says, it's me. And he says, hope you had a great show. I definitely, dude. Not my show, Pantera show. That's what I'm here to talk about. Like, it's too cool not to talk about. And man, oh man, like I say, it was about an hour and 50-minute drive. It was me and my wife and my brother and my stepson. And for me, this was like a bucket list show. I saw Pantera a lot back in the day. It was all on the Trendkill and Reinventing the Steel tours, also for 101 Proof. And I met the band. I should have brought this over here, but man, Planet of Shapes, what's up, dude? He says 1250 in Southwest Missouri, playing guitar, avoiding going downstairs to an inevitable fight. Thanks, homie. No, thank you, dude. Thank you very much for tuning in, dude. I really appreciate it, man. Seriously, guys, like, I love you guys who tune into the show, man. Like, Brian and I just absolutely love you guys. It's just really, really flattering that you guys pay attention to this goofy shit that we do. So, this was like kind of like a bucket list show for me. The reason being is that, you know, I've talked about it on the show, but my stepson, you know, he was born in 2001, and I never got to take him to see Pantera. Pantera's one of his all-time favorite bands, and when they announced this tour, I was like, motherfucker, like, I'm taking him. You know, he's got to see this. And it was also a thank you to him. Full disclosure. You know, JG, cat sighting. Yep, that's Bubba. Bubba, oops, sorry, other shoulder. God damn it. Everything's backwards. Anyway, yep, that is Bubba. He is 18 years and 3 months old, and you would never know he's not like 5 years old. He kicks ass. Planet of Shapes says, I don't know why you guys don't get more attention on YouTube. Blows my mind. Because we don't promote enough, honestly. We're terrible at that shit, dude. But I appreciate the kind words. But yeah, so my stepson, you know, I mentioned on the show that, you know, his two favorite bands are the Beatles and Slipknot, and he loves everything in between. But Pantera is a huge one for him. And I was asked on a podcast last weekend what my biggest musical regret is, and I answered, dude, KO, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Did they finally play Cemetery Gates or not? I'm going to be completely honest. I'm having a hard time remembering the set list, and we'll get to the reason why in a minute. Actually, it's an easy one. They blew my fucking mind. It's just, I can't even tell you how good it was, Kale. It's just, that's why I'm doing this, you know, at this hour. But, you know, it's my musical bucket list show is like, I could never take my stepson Dominic to see Pantera. And when they announced this tour, I was like, I'm fucking taking him. And again, full disclosure, this was kind of a thank you to him, because when my wife and I bought our house, we did not have a down payment saved up. Well, my stepson is as frugal and responsible as they get. Even at age 21, he had the money in his savings account and then some to loan us the money for our down payment for our house. So we wouldn't be able to buy our house without my stepson. He is just absolutely one of the most beautiful human beings you'll ever meet. And we were actually supposed to go tomorrow. Technically, I'm on the guest list for the Indiana show tomorrow, so we could go tomorrow, potentially with backstage passes. But that's going to be a little bit of a, God, man, oh man, son of a bitch. Like, I am beat up, dude. So for me, this was amazing to go to see Pantera with him. And, man, I got to tell you, like, the show started and he a couple times put his hand, and he's not a very expressive dude. He's one of those very reserved people. He feels everything, and he's very emotional, but you never see it, you know. And he put his hand on my shoulder a couple times, and we were just headbanging. He was headbanging with me and together, and like we were screaming and stuff like that. And it was just like, I mean, it was every single, like, in every way that it could have been a perfect evening for me. It was, and to share that with him. And it wasn't Diamond Vinny, granted, but the power of those songs live is something that it's unfucking believable. And when oh my God, like, I saw them many times, like I say, in the Trendkill and 101 Proof and Reinventing the Steel tours back in the day. And the power is, it's not, it's still there. It's just, holy shit, man. And Lamb of God was kick-ass. But God damn it, Pantera came out. It's like, dude, it is fucking Pantera. It's fucking Pantera. And so for me, it was a super emotional night. I was with my younger brother, and we both love Van Halen and Pantera. And so the brother thing, Alex and Eddie and Diamond Vinny is like, it's personal and special to me and my brother. So I got to celebrate that with him. I was with my stepson, which was the highlight of everything. My wife was there, and she would just, holy shit. Like, she's a year and a half older than I am, but she never saw Pantera back in the day. So I was excited for her to see him. And just we get to the show, and we purposely left early so we could tailgate. Well, apparently everybody had the idea to tailgate, which was really cool. So we pulled in, and I brought, of course, a bottle of Crown, bottle of Coke. Got to do Blacktooth Grins, man. Can't do Pantera without Blacktooth Grins. So before we left here, we each did a Blacktooth Grin, so one shot. We did 3 shots out of the bottle. Well, the bottle of Crown is gone. AJ and Dominic and I cashed the bottle of Crown in the parking lot. We cashed probably like 12 beers, a couple Twisted Tea tall boys. So we're feeling pretty good. Dominic had a bunch of rum and cokes when we got into the show. I was drinking water because I was driving, so I did my partying before the show. But yeah, we were just as amped up as you could possibly be. And Lamb of God was absolutely killer. We were kind of looking at the merch and stuff during most of their show. We caught the last couple songs, and there's, oh my God. But I will say, Randy Blythe looks weird with a shaved head. Like, it was weird not seeing the dreadlocks, but still, they were just brutal. Well, then, we're waiting for Pantera, Kale says, honestly, I got to come see a show with you, man. Sounds like a time. Dude, we do it pretty good. We do it pretty good, dude. I'm not even gonna lie, Kale. We know how to do it. JG3 says, you mean you didn't want to pay $20 a drink at the venue? Dom's double rum and cokes were $22 a piece, and I got him 2 of them. Might have been 3. He spilled one by accident because he was pretty drunk. Even he turned to water, so he was trying to be responsible. So yeah, so we're waiting for Pantera to come on, and the big like the curtain in front of the stage, they had it half lifted, and then all of a sudden, like, it starts going up, and shit's about to go down. So that goes up, and then all of a sudden the lights go down, and they play this intro video, and you're like, son of a bitch, here it comes. And holy Christ, sorry, pardon the blaspheme, but oh my God, it was like, I mean, it was like it was back in the day. I mean, everybody was tailgating before the show, so you had all these, old metalheads just kicking ass in the parking lot. The battery on my car died because I had the windows down. I was blaring like metal from the speakers, and we had the back hatch open, and it drained my battery. Some guy next to me is like, I got a pop thing or whatever. It's basically a portable battery to jump your car. So you jumped it, started the car. We let it run for like 40 minutes before we went into the show. Car ran fine. So we had that little adventure. But yeah, Pantera comes on, and oh my God. And as you can tell from my voice, it's a little shot. Well, I can't scream. Like you guys know I'm a singer or whatever, but I cannot scream. You might get a couple good yells out of me. I can kind of do like the Morgan Rose Seven Dust thing. But other than that, I definitely cannot do Pantera. Well, I did the Pantera thing for the first 4 songs of the show. So that's why I sound like this. And I was 2 of my best friends are playing gigs tomorrow, and it's actually in the same town for the same event. And the one's playing noon to 3, the other one's playing 4 to 7. I was supposed to go sing with them. It's not a scheduled thing, but I was going to go sing with them each. It never, ever happens that my 2 best friends are playing at the same time. Well, guess who's not going to be singing tomorrow? So, dude, I was headbanging. I was thrashing like a motherfucker. Air guitar. Like, I pulled muscles in both forearms, my fat gut, but my ab muscles. It's a fat gut, but ab muscles. My neck, my throat, my vocal cords. I just blew it all out, man. And it was worth every second of it. And I know that a lot of people have said, well, we know without Diamond Vinny, it's not Pantera. And I get that because, Dimebag to me is like, he's behind Eddie Van Halen. He's my number 2 favorite guitar player, musician ever. But Bubba, goddammit, I'm doing a podcast. Sorry, my cat is trying to get in here. Dude, it's you can't get any closer. Charlie Benante and Zakk Wylde absolutely bring the goods in every goddamn respect. It is just it's again. I felt like I was back in '96. I was very proud of the fact I still rocked as hard as I did back then. I just know I'm going to feel it a little more tomorrow, because it's like, 27 years have gone by. So, but yeah, the show itself was just, I mean, I didn't know they were back to being able to use fire at live shows because I haven't seen actual pyro at shows, and they had a shitload of pyro, and it was fucking awesome. And it just, I mean, the set list was chosen brilliantly. Phil just, I mean, he doesn't move around much because of, his back issues and stuff like that. But he is still, holy shit, he's still that perfect front man. And oh my God, it was just absolutely brutal. And it was like the perfect length too, because I want to say they played like maybe 90 minutes or something like that. And, they did an encore, which is kind of almost like a medley. It was, they started out with Slaughtered, but then played most of Revolution Is My Name. And it was like basically when you were finally spent, there's one more song and that's it. So it was, I mean, they timed it so perfectly. And the way they laid the set list out was perfect. And it was just ungoddamn believable. And we got the added bonus. Apparently today is Rex's birthday, so they rolled out a birthday cake for him and stuff. So we got to see them celebrate Rex's birthday live on stage, which was cool. But I mean, guys, if any of you are on the fence about going to see this, you got to go see it. And if any of you are going, no, it's not Pantera, I'm not going to see it, it's not Pantera, get that out of your head and fucking go. Because you'll leave going, okay, that's as close to Pantera as you could possibly fucking get. I mean, it was just ungoddamn believable. And the highlight of the show for me was, sorry to give a set list spoiler, but they did Planet Caravan. And Charlie came out with the bongo thing, and Zakk was playing guitar, and Phil was singing. But you weren't watching any of that, even when Zakk went and did like a big extended solo at the end, because they're playing like a video montage of the brothers on the big screens. And it was like, It was just unbelievable. And you just, man, oh man, you just think about not having them here and how much it fucking sucks, dude. But at the same time, like, the music is so goddamn good, and so many people. I mean, there were 17,000 people at the show, man. Like so many people still love it, and it still means so much to everybody that it's like, what a legacy, you know? Like, it was just unbelievable. It was a beautiful fucking night. It was heavier than shit. It was unbelievable. Kale says, looking at the set list, it looks like someone came out for Walk. Not really a set list spoiler, given that it's Walk. Yes, that's true. It might have been the first band, Snafu. We didn't bother to come in and see them. We're drinking, and also I was worried about my car starting. But I think it was that band Snafu, because I didn't recognize any of them, and they didn't look like Road Crew. So I think it might have been the opening band. So yeah, they did come out for Walk. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing was, oh my God, unbelievable. Planet of Shapes, I'm glad you dug it, man. Haven't dove into Pantera. Do you have a genuine album recommendation for someone who loves Dream Theater? So you're asking me to recommend a Pantera record for someone who loves Dream Theater? You know what? I'm going to say go with Vulgar Display of Power. It's a very common answer because that's like the Pantera record, but it's the Pantera record for a reason. And if you like Vulgar Display, you'll get into most of the rest, because Far Beyond Driven gets into a little bit of weird territory. Great Southern Trendkill, you know, Phil's kind of drugged up. Reinventing the Steel's kind of a little bit weird, but JG3 Metal Magic, nice. No, Jay, it's Projects in the Jungle, dude. Projects in the Jungle. Pussy Tight 88, wow. There's some old school Pantera reference for those of you who know that. Yeah, Planet of Shapes. I would say Vulgar Display. We actually just last night did a deep dive into that record, so that was our most recent episode. If you want to check that out, it's a fantastic record. The production is amazing. The songs are amazing. It's, you know, that record is Pantera, so I would say Vulgar Display. But getting back to the show, it was just ungoddamn believable. It was more than I could have ever hoped for. Even without my brother and Dominic and Steph there, if I had just gone by myself, it was even more than I could have hoped for. The power of everything was just, you know, 'cause sometimes you see these bands that do a reunion tour. We were talking about this on the way home. And sometimes you'll see these bands do a reunion tour. And I know this isn't a reunion tour, but follow me here. You see them do a reunion tour. I'm like, yeah. You're like, yeah, you know, it's still, the songs are still good, but you can tell, you know, they're older. You can tell this was not that. The only way you'd know is by watching Phil not moving around as much, because it was every bit of what it was. And to me, that was fucking awesome. So if you guys are on the fence at all about buying tickets to go see goddamn Pantera, run, don't walk. I can't, pun, sorry. They absolutely killed it. And it was such a great show. And visually, it was awesome. You know, the Planet Caravan tribute to the brothers was amazing. Dude, Johan Alexanderson, good to see you, buddy. He says, I'm seeing them in LA in a month. Super psyched. Yeah, dude, you are, dude, hit it after you see them. Jump on an episode and just jump. I don't care what we're talking about. Jump in the chat and let us know what you think, or shoot us an email after your show, talkingintoinfinity@gmail.com. Let me know what you think, because it is, dude, they're gonna blow your fucking head off. It's just all there is to it. And oh my God, and it was awesome. It was awesome to see so many people on the same page. Like, it was just, the vibe in the whole place was just so positive. Everyone was ready to just fucking kill and get in the pit, but in the best possible way. You know what I mean? It was just, what a goddamn night, man. It was worth, I mean, I think I paid $140 a ticket after fees. We were like 6th row in the pavilion. We weren't in like the pit, but we were in like the first section back. So we were 6th row, 2 seats off the aisle. And it was worth every goddamn penny. So I highly recommend going and seeing it, guys. I can't recommend it enough. If you guys are Pantera fans from back in the day or Pantera fans now, if you saw them back in the day, you will love it. And if you have never seen Pantera and this is your first time, it is as close as you're going to get. And I will tell you what I told my stepson. I was like, if you think that was good, imagine it with Diamond Vinny. Dude, fuck it, dude. They're untouchable. Pantera, unfucking touchable, dude. Kale asks, how well dialed into Vinny and Dime's tones are Charlie and Zach, though? Apart from their physical presence not being the same, does it feel right to the songs themselves? Kale, 100%. Zach is using a lot of Dimebag's equipment, but he's using his own signature guitars. So it's got that Zach sound, but it does have a little bit of that Dime sound in it, obviously, which was awesome. And one thing that I kind of thought, and I this is just me completely pulling shit out of my ass right now, but I think that Zach held back on like the top 2 or 3 frets on the fretboard, like the highest parts of the solos. It almost seemed like every time he was supposed to go really high up on those last like fret or 2, he didn't. And part of me wonders if he just was like, that's Dime's territory and I'm just leaving it to Dime. That's just me completely spitballing, but it felt like that to me, you know, because I'm like, Zach gets up there with his bands, but he didn't hit those last couple notes, and I'm wondering if it wasn't like, dude, that's all for Dime, I'm not stepping on his toes. So there was that. And dude, Charlie's drum sound, holy shit, they had that dialed in like a motherfucker. Dude, I'm telling you, it was so heavy. It was, you know, the production was phenomenal. It was crazy loud, but crazy clear, and it sounded and felt like Pantera. Like I left going, fuck yeah. There is not a single complaint that I have about the show, sound wise, performance wise, production wise, you name it. It was Pantera, as close as we're ever gonna get. The only thing I would say, and this is if you want one nitpick, when they played fucking Hostile, it was a little slow. And I get that I could, you know, but Charlie, he does this with Anthrax, has a tendency to slow the really thrashy songs down just a bit. And I get it. It's because he's damn near 60 years old. But that was the only one thing I was like, okay, that's the only time you could tell, okay, these are older dudes, you know what I mean? Other than that, it was just, oh my God. So yeah, man, oh man, it was just a fucking perfect evening, dude. Like I said, we cashed a bottle of Crown. We played Frogger at the end of the show, meaning we had to pee in the woods next to where we were parked, but there's 3 lanes of traffic coming. So AJ and Dominic looked at me like, well, time to play Frogger. I was like, hey, I guess it is. So we're dodging cars to run into the woods and take a piss, you know, because we had, you know, almost 2-hour drive home. So we did that. The car battery, my car did start back up. I drive a CX-5, but being a Star Wars fan, I call it the CX wing. So the CX wing started back up, which was beautiful. We got some kick-ass T-shirts. I wish I had it down here. I actually they have a red shirt. This one I bought. It's the vulgar display picture, the dude getting punched in the face, and the Pantera logo down the side, and then the tour dates and stuff on the back, but it's a red shirt. I was like, that's cool as shit, dude. So I bought that. It's going to be a cool new stage shirt for me. I'm going to wear it next Thursday when I play with the BBM guys. It was just everything you could hope for, dude. We got drunk. We ate some shitty food. We fucking absolutely thrashed our nuts off. And it was fucking perfect, man. It was fucking perfect. So yeah, that's my Pantera experience. I cannot recommend it enough. Man, just go. Just fucking go. And if you can't go, watch the videos on YouTube. And I'm telling you, as powerful as it seems, it's amplified a million times when you see it in person. So cannot recommend it enough, man. Again, as you could tell by my throat, you know, got hooked up by Pantera, man, as usual. It was like I was back in 96 all over again. It was just a beautiful feeling, dude. So I'm going to be really sore tomorrow, and I don't give a flying fuck because it is worth it. So, man, oh man, I appreciate you guys tuning in. YouTube and Facebook, Planet of Shapes, Kale, Johan Alexanderson, JG3. Guys, like I said at the beginning of the show, Brian and I love you guys. We appreciate you so much for tuning into our goofy bullshit. We do it because we love it. We love the band. We love the bands we talk about. We love music. And you guys are just the whole, to have you guys be a part of it is, that's why we do it. That's why we bring the comments up on the screen. We want you guys to interact with us. Like, it's a cool little community that we've got going. And you guys fucking rule, man. I appreciate all of you so much. So, Crawley's Canine Care. Man, good to see you. Look at that. Glad you had fun. Honey and Lemon may be your friend tonight. Not even going to lie. I've got a little bit of bourbon left, and I got a few beers left. That's going to be my friend. And I'm going to watch some dime bag videos on YouTube. Oh, Chastity. I love it. That is you. I wonder. I saw Crawley. Okay. There you go. JG3. Scream for me, Long Beach. That's a deep Dream Theater reference, and I get it. What was it? Steve Stone, if I remember right, that pulled that move in New York. That was... I love it, dude. But, yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the show, especially at this crazy hour. I really planned to go 5-10 minutes, but fuck it. We got 25 minutes. So bonus content. This is why you subscribe to us on YouTube. So if you're just catching this on YouTube on a replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell so that in case I do go live at some point at 1:40 in the morning, you'll get notified and you can come jump on and jump in the chat and have a bullshit session about Pantera. So, yeah, guys, I appreciate you so much. And we'll be back on, what the hell's the damn date? August 10th. Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday, August 10th. And one quick show note. I got asked today when we are doing the Astonishing Deep Dive, and that's coming up real soon. We're not sure if we're doing it as one episode or two. We're still kind of debating if we want to do one episode with Disc 1 and one episode with Disc 2. So if you guys have an opinion on that, just shoot us an email or a Facebook comment or something and let us know if you want us to do one episode of The Astonishing or split it into two and, dig a little deeper into each disc. So we'd love to hear from you guys and do whatever you guys want, man. So, guys, have an awesome rest of your night. Hopefully you guys feel better than I will tomorrow. And, again, can't thank you guys enough for everything. And as always, y'all, carpe